Hey everybody, thanks so much for tuning back into my channel. I really appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All the love, all the comments that I've received so far, I can't tell you how much it means to me. All right, so as you know that I'm ramping up content and trying to figure my way out and work things out with making content and being a content creator in Japan, okay? So right now I want to show you one of my favorite parts of Japan is shrines. I'm telling you, these things are just unbelievably beautiful. Right now I'm at a shrine at Tamagawa Station, near Tamagawa Station actually, and it's beautiful. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. I've been here maybe about twice already, but it's one of my favorite places that I can visit relatively close to home. Okay, so here at a shrine, typically what you do is you get your pray on, right? You bow twice, clap twice, then you pray, okay? And then after you pray, you clap again. That's pretty much the tradition of how they do things or how they actually do their prayer here in Japan. So it's a great place, it's a beautiful place. I usually come maybe 3 or 4 times a year, get my pray on, make sure I pray to the Buddha and also to my God too as well. So I'm telling you, it's a really good place to be, great energy and stuff like that. And sometimes you might see some really cool stuff like I'm about to show you right now. Okay, so as you know, that shrines are, yes, very, very old Japanese buildings that have been around for many, many years, and they keep them pretty much well preserved here, which is great. And I think that's awesome, how they take care of everything here in Japan. It's really, really beautiful. With that being said, it's just also really, really quiet here. Like the atmosphere is just so tranquil. The kind of content that I'm going to do. And I'm really excited about this because it gets me out and it gets me exploring and doing the things that I really came here to do, which is travel and learn more about the culture and immerse in the culture. And I feel like the idea that I have is a really great idea. So essentially what I want to do is just travel, go, right? I don't know how well it's going to work. I'm going to do it without a plan though. I'm going to try to basically go somewhere, pick a spot anywhere, doesn't really matter. I'm just going to go. I'm going to see how it goes, and I'm just going to see if I can make something happen and create a story. I think that's going to be really exciting, and hopefully it turns out well, but obviously that I'm going to run into some problems. One is, if I don't know where I'm going, I might get lost, which I'm actually more excited about now is the fact that I'm going to go somewhere, I'm going to get lost, and it's going to be a great, great, great experience.
I think people gain a tremendous amount of wisdom when they travel, when they wander, when they allow themselves, as I did, to get lost, and maybe you'll find yourself somewhere. At least traveling forces you to be social. You have to get directions. You have to learn where things are. You're attuned to your environment. That's an experience like no other. I love to travel.
That was a quote from Bryan Cranston, and I personally feel like that is the truth. Being as someone who has been living in Japan for about 5 years now, I have experienced not being able to communicate and talk and be able to get the things that I want. That's not so much the case now, but I do have a story that resonated with the kind of content that I actually really want to create, and kind of was the building block in wanting to be able to create this kind of content that I'm going to pursue. I remember going to a shrine, or trying to go to a shrine, and I was trying to take a 7-kilometer hike up until that shrine, and I was trying to do that without looking at Google Maps. As much as I possibly can, I was like, all right, no Google Maps, right? And Needless to say, I cheated a little bit. I used it a couple times, but essentially for me to not do that, I had to turn my phone off because obviously you would have been just like, hey, I'm just gonna use Google Maps, I'm lost. And during that time, I remember just trying to figure out where I was going. I looked lost and this Japanese old guy came up to me like, hey, what's going on? Are you okay? Where do you need going? I was like, hey, I'm going to the shrine. Hey, I actually live over there, so I'm, live close by, so I'm just gonna go with you. I'll just walk with you halfway there, part of the way there. And we shared so many stories and just talked about Japan, about America, about his painting that he had. And that guy was a really awesome guy. And I wish I had more time because he invited me to go and have a tea with him in his house, but it was close to getting dark and I was worried about like not being able to get home. So I went to the shrine and I actually met some other people there, and that was just like a beautiful, beautiful experience. So I think I can replicate that more and more as I go out and travel, especially without a plan and just going to go see what I can do. So that's the reason why I'm actually trying to create this kind of content. So hopefully you guys find it entertaining. I'm going to find it very, very, very enlightening to learn more about my experience, more about me and myself. So I'm excited. So stay tuned. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be pretty nervous about doing this. I mean, this whole thing of just shooting content in itself is just pretty nerve-wracking. So essentially, hopefully you guys can give me a lot of support and a lot of courage and everything like that, but I'm knowing that this is what I need to do because I'm excited about it. I was talking to my coworker the other day about it and she was like, you're radiating energy, like you're like really, 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 really excited about it. So I think that, yeah, this is gonna be great for me. And as well as just for my family and friends who I can't keep up with back at home. So as you guys know that part of the other reason why I'm doing this is so I can say, hey, look, this is what it's like being in Japan. So, and this is what it's like. I got some money now, so I'm gonna do some praying real quick. So yeah, got me some praying, got me some money from the vending machine, about to go ahead and do some praying. Yeah, so your boy's about to do some praying right now. Pray for my family, my friends, and just the well-being of the world, I want to have everybody be happy, or I like to have everybody be happy and be safe and everything like that. So, yeah. Your boy about to do some praying. Unfortunately, I don't want to film that because it might be a little cringe. I said I wasn't going to record myself praying, but I couldn't help it. I know it's pretty cringe, all right, guys? You don't gotta make fun of me, it's all good. You can write in the comments or write what you think in the comments, but essentially now you know what it's like to actually come to a Japanese shrine and do a prayer in Japanese style. You do 2 bows before, you do 2 claps. Yes, you do 2 claps, I just have to remember. You do 2 claps and then you do 2 bows. Then you put your hands together like this, and then you do a nice prayer, and then you do a nice bow afterwards, and then you're finished.